How are you feeling after that one, overtime and having to work so hard for it, and what's just the emotional state like and all that stuff?
Proud of us for controlling the game. Of course they came back in the third quarter, but it's to be expected from a team like this, a contender, and but we knew how to control the game, so that's good. Hard-fought battle, and it's just I feel proud because they're a very good team, especially defensively. So it's it just shows our progression.
How fun was that with the game going back and forth down the stretch, and y'all win, and then the crowd? How fun was that for you?
I mean, it's the crowd is kind of the sixth man in those situations, because it's sometimes it can feel like hitting against a wall. When you score, they score, we score, they score, and we go back and forth like this. It's we need any type of support we can get, and the crowd is.
It's been 4 months since the first time you played the Knicks. Seems like forever ago.
Yeah. Right.
Did you think about that at all today, and just how would you describe how far you've come since that point?
Yeah, of course. I think about the first time we played a team. Every night I think about it, and the Knicks was a tough game for us, and I would say a game that embodied all our, a lot of our weaknesses, and that we've been able to erase a little bit, throughout the season more and more. So it's, this is the type of contrast we want to see in the season, and but I wouldn't expect less of us. We're a young team. We need to get better every night.
You left the floor there a little bit at the end of the first quarter. What happened, and were you worried you weren't able to get back on the game, or?
Yeah, I was just hitting the knee pretty hard. So, but it wasn't. I was hit on the bone, so it just hurts. But nothing bad. And the only reason I couldn't get back immediately in the game is because when you have pain, like the muscle don't respond as good, so you need to wake up a little bit to avoid the danger.
Did you hear the crowd cheering as you walked back through the tunnel?
Of course.
This might be. Do you remember Willis Reed, or have you ever heard of Willis Reed?
I have, and I don't know what he looks like, but.
Yeah, he had one of those moments in the finals.
Oh, he did? I didn't know. Yeah.
It's a little different situation.
Yeah.
One guy scores 60, the other team, you had 40 and 20. The game goes overtime. Very high intensity back and forth game. These are the type of games that you thought about playing in and hope to play more of?
Of course, yeah. We see, I've never seen so much greatness before. The season has been going on for just some months, and I've just witnessed so much greatness, and I want to be a part of it. I always wanted to, but more and more seeing that I'm already able to compete with those guys, and I'm not near, but I'm on the right path. I know it, and I'm gonna get there one day soon.
Vic, I think you're the. Go ahead.
Are you happy to pay for the basketball?
Sorry?
The crowd? Are you going to pay for the basketball you threw into the crowd?
Nah. Somebody else is going to, and he's gonna pay.
I think you're the youngest player, Vic, in NBA history to go for 40 and 20 in a game. Even if you're not, it's just the latest in the first time. Vic has done something for the first time since such and such. If you can just kind of take us through continuing to, I know that's not the goal, but just continuing to hit markers like that.
Yeah, it's not the goal, but it's not the goal, but it still shows, it still shows things, it still shows progression and, progress, So it's, the more of those accolades I can get, the more I will get. And so it's, of course, it's also one of my, convictions to be always unique and different and do things never seen before.
Good.
Right.
Couple in French.
Victor, c'est la première fois la saison que vous gagnez 3 matchs d'affilée.
plus, nouveau record en carrière pour toi. Le match est assez intense, il y a un beau scénario. Est-ce que tu dirais que c'est ton meilleur match de la saison, de cette manière? Et qu'est-ce que ça dit de votre évolution collective et de la tienne?
J'y avais pas pensé sous cette forme, mais ouais, possiblement. J'ai pas vu mes stats encore. Mais. Ah ouais. Mais peut-être, à voir, c'est à vous de me dire après. Mais en tout cas, c'est une de nos très bonnes victoires collectives. Ouais. Et j'espère en avoir d'autres comme ça avant la fin de saison.
Et sur la progression,
Ouais, pour compléter ce que disait un petit peu Hector, tu es devenu le 4e rookie à faire 40 points, 20 rebonds, 5 passes, et le premier depuis 1974. Qu'est-ce que ça représente pour toi, et redire un petit peu en français ce que tu disais à Hector, le fait de marquer l'histoire, dans quelle mesure pour toi c'est important?
Qu'est-ce que ça représente? Ça fait longtemps déjà, 74, 50 ans. Qu'est-ce que ça représente? J'ai une certaine fierté à faire des choses qui sont nouvelles ou essayer, de remplir mon CV aussi. Et c'est toujours quelque chose que j'essaie de faire, d'être différent, unique et marquer les gens aussi.
Thank you, Vic.
C'est-
Devant Frédéric Bonnet, en plus.
Ah,